Silence. Hello, students. Welcome to class 7th. We are on a new topic, the devotion towards the Almighty. Class 7th. Our topic is Vallabhacharya, who was born in 1479 century era in Champaran in Telugu Brahmin family, followed Vaishnavism, the religion of his family. Studied the Vedas, Vedantas, Darshan Sutra, Dharmashastra, Puranas, history in the depth in Banaras, travel around the whole world to propagate religious belief, went to Rameshwar, to Hardwar and Dwarka to Jagannath Puri thrice to promote the Pushpamrit Pushti Margi sect. During the pilgrimage, he organized the Srimad Bhagavad Katha, and places where this discourse were organized is known as a Batak. According to the hymn, Brahma is a pure and unbound soul of Krishna, is the only Purna Purushottam Parabrahma, God. He therefore felt the bhakti was only the way to seek the freedom from the cycle of the birth and death to attain salvation. This religion could be followed by anybody without distinction of caste, color, or creed. Thus, Vallabhacharya is the importance and contribution to the bhakti movement during that time. Because he started the Batak system, students, it was a very good points of the course where he started the Bhagavad Gita. Even today also, these Vallabhacharya's Bataks are very popular. Travel sect also. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was the last guru and preacher of the Acharya tradition in Vaishnavism. He was born in 1485, the famous educational place Nadia in Bengal, and he became well known because of his love for meditation, the depth of his devotion to knew no bounds. He popularized the chant of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, he was always chanting. It was given by the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Within a short span, the mantra spread all over the Bengal, and people of any caste would join his Kirtan Mandali. He also established a Kirtan Mandali. Dear students, in this Kirtan Mandali, people from all over the caste, they can having kirtans in their homes and spread the message of Krishna Bhakti. In the different corners of the different states, they propagated the sect without any distinctions on the basis of the caste, color, and creed in such a way that it is created integrations and brotherhood among the people, and he asked the people to pass their days in God's service and chant his name. Next one is Guru Nanak went to Sri Lanka, Arabistan, Iran, and he believed that man is the first human being, then a person of a particular caste. Very nice slogan he has given to us. Anyone is first a human being, then he is belong to the particular caste. There is only one God, everyone is equal for him. He is omnipotent, omnipresent, omniscient. Atra Tatra Sarvatra. What Guru Nanak said, that God is omnipotent, omnipresent, omniscient. God is around us everywhere. He is the Guru and the real Sahib. Guru Nanak believed that the help of the Sadguru, one can attain the real knowledge and can know him, and one has to seek the shelter of the God in order to remove the ignorance, ajnan of us. Satnam is the accepted symbol of a God, and one must continuously chant God names. Satnam Vaheguru, he gave the symbol of chanting to the God's name. He also believed that more than one merrily chanting his name, it is important to treat the consider everyone equal, and only then does it become the sexual religion. People of the different religions becomes his followers. They are known as the Sikhs. His preachings are collected in a book titled Guru Granth Sahib. Even today also in Gurudwara, this is worshipped. Swami Ramananda, the second half of 14th century, Swami Ramananda proved to have the very strong, noteworthy contribution to the Bhakti movement, preached his ideals belief in the religion languages, which helped spread the Vaishnava Bhakti, propagated the main ideas of the scholars, adding of his own inputs, if necessary, spread the Bhakti revolution in North India. Kabir and Raidas were his followers. Next session, we shall have more talk about Sri Narsimha Mehta and Swami Ramananda together. Till then, I remain